good morning, good evening, wherever you're listening, however you're listening. Thank you for listening. This is the Talkin-ish podcast.
You have to swing by yourself. If you had to play by yourself, you had to play by yourself and swing.
Symbol is the stock market for sports where you can buy and sell virtual shares of your favorite teams using real money. Each time your team wins, you earn a win payout. If your team loses, you lose nothing. Symbol offers trading for the NFL, NBA, and MLB, with college football coming this fall. Visit www.symbol.com today and use promo code TALKINISH to earn a $10 deposit bonus on your first deposit. That's www.symbol.com, SIMBULL.com. Oh my God. Hold on. I mean, I've been, one thing I do is I'll go on Twitter and just see crazy shit and then I like share it with myself.
Okay.
So I keep it in my DMs so that way it's like a reference.
Well, while you search it with that, we could just riff for a little bit. So
yeah, true.
Unlike professional sports, I will say that rap seems to be getting better as people get older now, which is really fucking interesting to me.
What do you mean? Because I feel like I know what you mean, but to explain for the the listener.
I mean, to put it in the most simplest terms possible, old niggas running shit right now. Like, Jay-Z dropped 444 a little while ago. I get that. But that's still an amazing album.
Oh, yeah.
Kendrick is arguably the best rapper doing it right now, as far as the mainstream is concerned. And he's like 32, 34, something like that.
And he ain't dropped in like 3 years, right?
Right. And people are still waiting on his shit. J. Cole is 36, just dropped an amazing project. Drake is still Drake, and he's in his 30s. Right.
Real quick. I'm sorry to cut you off, but this is just a fun fact that I learned. Did you know that J. Cole, I think, is the same age or 1 year younger than T-Pain?
I did not know that.
Right? I don't know why I thought T-Pain was older than that.
I thought T-Pain was younger than that.
No, for real?
Bro, T-Pain exists in this weird nexus in my brain where like he's still fucking 2015 for me.
The same.
I don't know. Yeah, like he never aged. He just lived our universe.
Right. And he's the next Pharrell. Like he's not gonna be any older.
This nigga is King Arthur to me. He leaves and he comes back when we need him most. And right now we need him on Twitch.
Yep.
Killing racists in Call of Duty. Like
which is an amazing video. That was so awesome.
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
This man just drops gems.
But yeah, I saw somebody point that out online, and I was like, "What?" And it just blew me away. Yeah,
that's crazy. That man also made bartender,
right? Which makes you think it's like, so when he dropped it, he was what, 21? Like
that's why he made a song about what he was experiencing, bro. He could legally go to the bar.
Genius. Yep.
Right.
He said, I like the bartender. And it was probably the second time he'd been to a bar.
Yeah, exactly.
He was like, she is bad. Damn.
If you think about it, like we're 30-year-old niggas ish. So like, you're not going to go to the bar and be like, oh my God, this bartender's bad. It's more like, oh my God, bitch, give me my drink. Why are you so slow? Like,
that's so true.
That's it.
You're like, I'm dealing with life. That's a drink.
Yeah. The coolest bartender we had was the one dude who was from Detroit. And so he liked the Lions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to that one dude from Ipanema.
Yeah. Oh, and then we had that other bartender, the girl that she had the tatted up arms and she always had like the floral dresses.
Oh yeah, she was all right.
She was okay. But she always hooked us up with our drinks.
She did.
Because we'd be like Jack and Coke, and that shit was like Jack.
Jack.
Yep. We got hammered off of like just two. We were like, oh God.
Bro, Ipanema treated us very well.
Oh, it did. It did, especially for a place that was like a super wild alternative, like kind of like white bar. I mean, there was always white kids there,
Yeah, and they had like a vegan fucking menu, so it was some weirdo shit for sure.
But it was a super niche place. Yeah, Yeah.
We were regulars.
We were regulars. They liked us there. Everybody was cool there.
Yeah, we did karaoke there and everything. Like,
oh my gosh, I forgot about karaoke.
Yeah,
Yo, I love that place though. That's a place that I will always have fun. You remember when we met this dude? Oh my god, that just popped in my head. When we were chilling, and we would go out onto the patio area, we would smoke, right? And there would always be people smoking. And then we met that dude, that black kid whose name was Willie Nelson.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And he had like the cool like sweater and everything.
Yep.
And he was like, "My name's Willie Nelson," and we were so drunk. We were like, "What?"
It's like, no fucking way.
Yeah, we were like,
your
"No."
driver's license right now.
Yeah.
Holy shit, it's Willie Nelson.
Yo, he legit busted out his license to be like, "Look, I am Willie Nelson."
Yeah, like that shit was amazing.
I remember that.
Remember that one weirdo who went to like high school with Mia Hamm or some shit like that?
Oh yeah.
That nigga was legit. That nigga legit looked like he popped out of the lighthouse.
You talking about with Robert Pattinson? And
with Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe. That nigga was Willem Dafoe in that movie.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I would just say, "Hello, Lady Dragon," and she'd be like, "Hello, Sir Dragon." Like, what the fuck, nigga?
I remember the whole time. We were like, "Who the fuck
was so uncomfortable."
Who the fuck is this dude?
Right? But I was too polite and intrigued to leave.
I remember we were like buzzed as hell, and you were like talking back, and in my head I'm like, "Man, you so nice."
Oh no, I was drunk as shit. Like, I was way beyond buzz. I was really in my head like, "Yo, this nigga's a pirate for real." Like a real one.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's so
legit.
funny.
My memory of him, he has a hook hand, a pipe, and a parrot, and I think only one of those things is a lie. I think
only one of those things is
yeah.
Right. It's probably the parrot, because I remember the hook hand.
I think he did have a pipe though. I think that also
he had a pipe. He did have a pipe. I do remember that, because when we came out and he was gonna smoke, and we saw him pull the pipe out, and I remember looking at you and being like, "What the fuck?" And he had like that old timey pipe.
Yeah, that Gandalf shit.
Yeah, like the freaking Popeye the Sailor Man pipe. Like that's what he had. It wasn't even like a Sherlock Holmes pipe. Like it was, like he had that ghetto one.
No curve at all.
It's just a wooden like mini shot glass with a stick, like a straw. That's all it is.
Right.
And he's just like. I remember because he put
grabbing a crack pipe though, my guy.
Yeah.
As soon as you said a straw.
Oh, true. Yo, what if it was crack?
That would explain a lot, honestly. It would make a lot more sense if it was.
Right? This is much more logical thinking here.
Yeah.
Now this is plausible. Absolutely plausible. Oh my gosh. Yo, oh my gosh. That's so crazy.
Goodness.
Oh man. We have so many wild memories that are just like
facts.
And the people we ran into that would just be cool or weird or like oh man, I'm trying to think of you remember when we went to Pearl and I was dancing with that teacher?
Yup.
Oh my god.
Oh.
They were
It was wild.
They were wild. Like they were the stereotype teachers that were married at some point and are now divorced and are like really stressed out at their job, so they wild out on the weekends together.
Bro, they was literally on the hunt.
Yes. Yeah, they really were.
You home, boy. Teach you how to bone, boy.
Oh Lord.
Oh my god. And then I ended up with their one friend that was like super shy and shit. And they were all just like, "Oh yeah, he could definitely take you home. It's cool." And she was like, No, it's fine. And I was like, "No, seriously, it is fine. Don't worry about that."
Right. You're like, "We are good."
Right. I am going home alone.
I am going home alone. He said, "In my bed it will be me and my blankets." And that is it.
And my picture of Chrissy.
Right.
He's playing no games.
Right, no games
Black
at all.
men don't cheat.
Exactly.
Shout out to Derek Jackson.
Oh my god. I remember that. And I remember the whole time because like they were like clearly clearly like cougars, like clearly on the hunt for younger people.
1000%.
Yeah, 1000%. Yeah. Oh my god. And then there was that time I was dancing with that girl that was there with her man, and
Yup.
they were with a frat.
Yep. We ain't give
Yeah.
a fuck. I was ready to fight everybody, dog.
Yeah. For context, Tony was a very, very loyal man. Hashtag black men don't cheat.
Right.
I was single as shit. So I was like, let's go. Like you bad as hell. Let's dance.
Yeah.
And then I saw her man all mad with his boys, and I was like, well, let's dance.
Yep.
And I think you were just out of boot camp, right?
Oh yeah, I was fresh out of boot camp.
Oh, yep. I remember
and shit. I ain't give a fuck.
That was the only reason why I felt like so secure. Like I had no fear, literally. Like I was like, let's do this. Because it was him and like 4 other dudes, and it was just us 2. And I was like, he's a Marine, he counts for 3.
Yeah, this sounds like even odds to me.
Yep. And I was like, and I'm drunk as hell right now, so I can definitely take on 2 people and deal with pain. So let's do it. I was like, it's all good, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh my god,
that shit was amazing.
That was dope as hell. I was up on top of the couch dancing with her. Remember that on that counter?
I remember that shit.
Yeah. Wow. Shout out to her. She could dance.
Her boyfriend could not.
No, that's why he was on the sidelines watching me dance with her, because she could not dance.
Facts, with the stank face the whole time. Meanwhile, I'm just looking at him like, do something.
Yep.
Seriously. Dude.
Yo, for real though, for the listeners, because you can't see us, but dead ass, like Tony was like beady-eyed and was just sipping on his beer and like was making eye contact and not blinking. Because I remember at one point I was like, bro, like, dance, relax. And you were like, nah. I was like, okay, well, I have a bodyguard, I guess.
I was locked in, dog.
Yeah, I felt like a famous person, no lie. That is the closest I ever felt to famous, because I was like, I got this bodyguard. I feel great. I'm gonna do what I want.
Yep.
Right? I'm gonna take your bitch, and your bitch.
Exactly.
I got security.
Exactly, bro. I was baka not nice in that bitch.
Right. Hell yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god, dog. Straight up. Yo. Oh man, that was so funny.
Yeah. Yeah, good.
But yeah, shout out to her. I hope she left his ass. Oh boy,
that shit ain't gonna last.
Yeah, that was it. She was a beautiful Latina looking girl.
Mm-hmm.
And he had like baggy khakis. Baggy khakis and what, like penny loafers?
Yeah, and a pink polo.
And a pink polo shirt. Yeah, he was like, bro, dancing with my girl, bro. He was one of those.
Right.
Yeah.
Bro, it's cool. I listen to Earl Sweatshirt.
Right. Totally love rap music. Eminem's the best. He's the GOAT.
I just like Eminem, Macklemore, Mac Miller.
Yeah.
Machine Gun Kelly. They're just the best.
He's like, MGK is like the most underrated person ever, bro.
Oh no, I like women too. Iggy Azalea is amazing.
Oh my gosh, bro. It was just like such good memories. Oh Lord.
Yeah, man.
Oh my Lord. Yo, okay. Damn, I realized I ain't got like no topics. Oh wow. Oh, this is a good one. All right. So you did answer this question, but we could get it onto the pod. Yeah. And maybe there's someone else that pops in your mind. But my boy Mike's a part of the ATB crew. So shout out to Mike. He had tweeted out what rapper y'all think has some of the most slept on deep cuts.
Oh yeah. I was actually listening to Mystical the other day. Because I feel like nobody remembers this nigga.
Nobody remembers Mystical. When you said his name, I was like, oh wow. Right? I used to listen to Mystical a lot too. Yeah. I used to listen to him a lot.
And that's the thing, like Mystical was in this weird Mystical was just in a weird time period, right? Where it was like late 90s rap, early 2000s rap.
Yeah.
Where oh my god, like he was somehow competing with like Missy Elliott and Ludacris at the same time, I want to say.
Yeah.
But his flow
was
out of this fucking world. Like no one's ever been he's got one of those like E40 type flows where nobody else can do it.
Ooh.
It's so uniquely him. Yeah. Remarkable.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's true though. It's very unique.
Yeah.
Very unique.
Yeah, so like I was just going back and listening to that nigga's old shit, like both like the underground, like 90s sort of like hip hop, grimy street.
Real hip hop.
Yeah, for real, like b-boy stances and all of that, but like
Yeah.
fucking Mecca and Rockaware, like that shit.
You're
And
Yeah.
so he had like that type of shit that he was doing, but then he also had like really dope, commercial pot hits that he came
Yeah.
out with. Like, you keep bumping me against the wall.
Yeah.
Like he was like DMX mixed with Twista. It was amazing. It was amazing to listen to. Like
There's nobody like him. There's nobody like him.
Yeah, absolutely. One of one for sure.
Definitely one of one.
Sure.
I thought that was a really good pick.
Yeah, like you remember fucking Stuttering from
wow, yeah.
About where you been? Cause you're pissing me off, pissing me off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, go back and listen to Mystical's verse, dog. Like, he's spit.
Yeah.
He is
Mystical spits
on an R&B track. He didn't give a fuck.
Right? He's like, yeah, you trying to get those panties off? I'm trying to be real.
Right?
Like 1000%.
Exactly. Bro, nah, because the whole song's about the bitch cheating. So it's literally picking out a bitch, but like encourage the cowardly dog language. Like, it's amazing. It's absolutely incredible, yo. Shout out to Mystical.
Absolutely.
I hope wherever you are, you have nothing but positivity in your life, my dog.
Absolutely. Yeah, I hope whatever he's doing, wherever he is, he's doing it big.
Yeah.
And he living his life and he peaceful.
Exactly.
He was a dope artist.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody talks. That's a good point. Cause like I've listened to like podcasts that talk about hip hop and stuff like that. And I have not heard them like talk about Mystical like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's it's not even like it's a mainstream thing. Like I think he really seriously slept on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like
because again, he was like this weird cross between, like, he had kind of like 3-6 Mafia, but like their fucking mystic sounds or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That era 3-6 before you get into the like Poppin' My Collar type of singles that they did later on.
Yeah.
But it was like he hadn't had that like gritty underground feel.
He did.
His flow, he could fucking swing, dog.
He really could.
Like, his flow seriously swings.
Yeah.
Which, as a jazz musician, I fucking appreciated so hard.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he definitely like one. Who was it that I said? I forgot. Because like technically a deep cut is like, like a song that is forgotten about or doesn't get the attention that like the singles get and like the, the charting songs get, but it's still a really good one.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I forgot who I said. I might have said Busta Rhymes.
Yeah.
I would say, because like everybody remembers like Touch It and Put Your Hands Where I Can See Them.
Mm-hmm.
But like his whole discography to me is like incredible.
Yeah.
So that's why I said Bust, because I was just like, that's a dude that I think gets kind of slept on as one of those like legendary type of dudes, because like he was coming up at the same time as like a lot of other legendary acts.
Yeah, him and Missy used to compete with music videos.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
Which
exactly.
was an amazing era for music videos.
Yeah, exactly. And then he was with what's it called? He actually he'd been out before like so many big name people, and that's how far back he goes. I think people don't realize that, because when he started like competing with Missy was when he really hit the mainstream scene, but he had already been like this established ass rapper.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that's the thing. That's why I said him, because a lot of people know him for the more high profile like mainstream stuff. Like you go on Spotify. I'm looking on Spotify right now. You look up Busta Rhymes, and like his top charting song is the one he made with the Pussycat Dolls.
What?
Yeah. What's it called?
What? I didn't even know he did that.
Hold on. He did Don't You Wish Your Girlfriend Was Hot Like Me?
That's the Pussycat Dolls?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I can't play it because it's not clear. But
yeah, that's like some DMT. That's the Pussycat Dolls?
Pussycat Dolls. Yo, it has over
like Gwen Stefani or some shit.
It's his number one song with over 300 million streams.
I'm sorry, but speaking of Gwen Stefani, have you seen people are trying to like cancel her again?
Yeah.
Can you give this
Yeah.
bitch a break, please? Cancel culture did not exist back then. It's just a different thing.
That's true.
Like, I'm
That's
sorry.
true.
You can't get them all. Like,
You can't get them all. You can't get them all. There's some legendary Pokemon that are just unreachable.
yeah, dog. Like, that's like you trying to catch fucking, I don't know, Lugia and Heart Gold or something. Like, it's not there.
It's not there. Oh my gosh. Yo, but yeah, anyway, like that's I had said Busta Rhymes just because I think a lot of people didn't have him like in that same stratosphere of respect.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he'd been out since like 96. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he'd been dropping stuff since like with Big Pun, with ODB,
Mm-hmm.
with Ghostface, like you know what I mean? Like he's that kind of old head like artist
Yeah.
in rap. And that's why I was like, probably him, because he's if you say Busta Rhymes, I feel like the average person knows who he is, but they only know that stuff, like the pop stuff and then the stuff that's charted.
Well, yeah, but
You know?
that's just how it goes, man.
Yeah,
That's how it
yeah,
goes. Like, there's a section of the population that knows Kendrick Lamar via Taylor Swift.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Meanwhile, when I think Kendrick Lamar, I think of him in Gunplay.
yeah, yeah. No, and that's what like I mean, you know, even like people that listen to rap, you know, because like I said, Busta Rhymes in this group chat where we were talking about it, and everybody was like, "Oh, word." And it was like, yeah, I don't think that's someone on the forefront of people's minds like that, even if you listen to music like this genre of music like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But there's a lot, you know, that's why I asked the question, you know, and I wanted to see your take because Mystical is definitely one, but like there's a lot of artists that you could like throw into that category of
Oh
like,
yeah. And like as far as
definitely good.
specific tracks go, like for me, Ab Soul has
Oh,
track,
Absol's
right?
Absol's a good one.
Ab Soul has a track on Long Term 2. I cannot remember the name of the track right now, but I'm gonna look it up. Shit, what is that song called?
Damn, I ain't listened to Absol in a minute, bro.
Right? It's been a while since he's put out that type of feel, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So like Turn Me Up Some was like his kind of first kind of single. But
Yeah.
for me, honestly, Rush off of Long Term 2.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. You know, like because
Oh yeah, that's a great
takes
track.
me back to days of like floating and riding through Orangeburg, South Carolina, like when I
Yeah.
go through my city and give me a rush. Like,
Yeah.
whew,
Oh yeah.
like that shit used to like pump me up so fucking heavy.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, but nobody's looking back at like long term era Ab-Soul no more. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. He's definitely the most slept on TDE rapper. Cause like nobody talks about him like that.
You know, him and J Rock, both of them have fucking stellar catalogs.
Oh yes. J Rock you could say too is another one with the deep cut question. Cause it's like his whole projects are great.
Oh yeah.
But people only know him for like the bigger charting like tracks that he has. But entirely he's a dope MC. Like
Absolutely.
he's a dope MC. He's
Absolutely.
really good.
Speaking of which, was it Mr. Absolutely? There's another song from Ab-Soul that I used to just play continuously, where one of the bars was something to the effect of you ain't a predator or the king of the jungle, but you lion, something like that.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was just like, yo! Like I used to fucking be like, no, run that shit back.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
I used to bump Bohemian Grove so much.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That Pineal Glands.
Mm-hmm.
Illuminate.
Mm-hmm.
Showing Love. Black Lip Bastard. Black Lip Bastard's a dope track. Oh my god.
Ab-Soul, abstract, Ab-Soul. Give the people what you need. Damn right, let them know.
Yeah.
You got some kind of disease. I'm the illest in the business. If you ain't with the business, Watch your business or some shit like that.
Or mind your business. That was it.
Yeah, if you ain't with
your business, mind your business.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
That's it.
His flow is impeccable, man. Yo, you know who's another one? Big Shaq. No, I'm playing.
Facts. So it was actually a song called Ab-Soul that he said that. You ain't the flyest or the king of the jungle, but you lying. I'm with your girl playing games like who could get the highest at the Hyatt. Real fun, you should try it. I got her wet, I'll send her back to you to dry it. You ain't the flyest or the king of the jungle, but you lying. And I can see it through your iris. Drink like I'm Irish. Think like a genius.
He said, I'll send it back to you to dry it.
Yeah, bro.
Oh
like,
my god.
Bro,
That is an amazing bar. Oh my god, that's such a good bar.
Keep it too funky.
That is a fat-free bar, bro. Like
too funky, bro. I'm telling you.
Oh my god, that is so. Oh my god, I love that bar. I forgot about that.
Fall back, I'm all that like Kellen Keenan and a bag of chips and the baddest bitch. I'll be posing with a black in my mouth, grabbing my dick. Constipation is an understatement. I ain't never gave a shit.
Yeah, Ab-Soul is so underrated.
You know you hot when you only get 8 bars in a song and it's still everybody's favorite.
Ooh.
My fault, my God, I'm a problem like a broke condom. The editor just told me nobody was in my column. Top dog, fourth wheel, and I'm still ill. Open the car door that looked like a steel mill. Hot box like cable in the hood. And I'm good like wrenches with a sentence. Understood? And if it's not, I'll leave you with this. Top notch motherfucker. I'll snot motherfucker. I'm sick. Don't get infected.
Oh my gosh. I feel like I need a soundboard and I need to be hitting the explosion sound over and over again.
Right? So, where'd you find this? Like,
oh my gosh.
Bro, too ill.
Yeah, shout out to that line, the hot box in the the hot box in the summer in the hood.
Yep.
Not many people know what that means. We know what that means. Not many people know what that means. Oh my lord, bro. Yo, he's insane. He's so insane.
Yeah.
He's so
like
insane.
Legit. For the longest time, especially the early days of TDE, back when like Control System had just dropped, like that sort of era. For me, Ab-Soul was like the number one rapper.
Yes.
In that whole clique.
No, you put me on to Ab-Soul. You're the reason why I even listened to Ab-Soul. Because I remember I knew Kendrick.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And I knew Schoolboy. Well, I mainly knew Schoolboy because that's all Gabe would play.
Yeah.
Was just Mad Schoolboy.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Yes. Right? It's like 100% logical.
Right.
And then you put me on to Isaiah Rashad and Ab-Soul.
Yep.
Yeah, because like, oh my gosh, like, and I say it a million times on Twitter, and I say it whenever I can. Isaiah Rashad is just like another level of rap for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I just bond with his stuff so much.
He's Southern hip hop to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Tennessee, bro.
Yeah, I think Atlanta rap has become such a thing that it's its own thing now. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. That's amazing. But I feel like at this point, Atlanta speaks for Atlanta.
Yeah.
And like the rest of the South, especially when you get a little bit like closer to the Mason-Dixon, is a little bit different. And so Isaiah Rashad as a Chattanooga nigga is that relates a lot more to me per se than like Migos.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think that's the thing with Isaiah Rashad is like his bars like really resonate with me because it's a lot of stuff that I relate to or I've experienced, you know, like more often than like someone like Migos. Yeah, you know, and I don't know, that's why like the New York rap scene kind of resonates with me too so much because like I've heard New York rap so much like growing up, and then there's a lot of shit that they talk about that I have seen firsthand, and I have family that has participated in.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like it's real. Like when they say like Nore's whole flow, what, right? I know people that talk like that. Like that's a whole ad lib thing for him. But like I know people that be like they getting feisty, they getting spicy, and they're like, yo, what, and then they just be in the middle of the street
Yeah.
People trying to get by, and it's like, why are you driving through here? Take a train or a bus. Like,
Right.
I'm handling business right now. And
I'm walking it.
yeah, exactly.
Walking it.
Exactly. Like you in the street and you are the priority right now. Everybody driving is an inconvenience.
Exactly.
That's what it was like. That, you know, there's certain rappers and certain stuff that like they talk about that resonates with you. And Isaiah Rashad is one that I just like, because I think what I like about him too is that his music is very centered around how he is feeling, like mentally.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so like it's not just like what he's doing that day, like if he's gang banging or whatever, you know what I mean? Like,
Chill pill caught me high, but can I lay with y'all?
yeah, thank you. All of his song, like everything is just it's all about the vibe he's feeling that day. And you could tell like he woke up and he felt the way he did when he wrote that song.
Yeah.
And what the song is saying, that's how he felt when he wrote it. You know what I mean?
And
That's why he just vibes with me so much.
And Northern Southern niggas is just some vibey niggas. Like, like when you like, at least for me, like growing up in Virginia and shit, like there's never so much to do that you could always be hustling. And I was never so far out in like the sticks or boonies or whatever where like people were professional drug dealers.
Yeah.
So you kind of flowed in and out of whatever the fuck you needed to be in and out of on any given moment. And that's all the vibe is.
Yeah.
So some days you got to get up, some days you up so you can just chill.
Yeah.
And so it was all just, you know, it all just was what it was. And especially growing, like being in and out of Richmond as a kid, like Richmond, you had your fucking hipster white dudes. You had your people who, you know, made fucking beer drinking IPAs and Civil War beards like the cornerstone of their personality. So you had to be able to get along with those dudes. You also have a huge metalcore scene in Richmond. So you had to be able to get along with those dudes.
A huge metalcore scene. I think we have to say like a massive one. Yeah, I don't think people understand unless they've been to Richmond.
Yeah, because isn't like Guar super huge in Richmond?
There's Guar Bar.
Yeah, exactly.
It's literally a whole bar dedicated to Guar.
Yeah, bro, I haven't talked to these niggas in some time, so like I didn't want to misspeak, but like Richmond has Guar.
Yeah, like literally metalcore is so huge.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, you have your metalcore niggas, and then you have like your true Norwegian death metal niggas, and then you have like your hip hop niggas, you know, like you have a bunch of rappers from Richmond that were trying to get out there. You got a bunch of producers from Richmond, like both on the super professional scene, like Timbaland and shit. But then you also have like Obliv for the more ambient shit. Like it's just a weird mix of people. Every third person that you know was in a band with like your best friend's best friend.
Yep.
It's just a really weird fucking scene, and you got to kind of be able to vibe with everybody.
Yep. And I think that like what you said about vibing with everybody, that's embodied, I think, especially by like our generation, like our age group.
Yep.
It's like the person I'm thinking of is a former coworker of mine. And if she listens to this, she's going to know that I'm talking about her. So I'm not going to say her name, but like her vibe is very much in line with like what you would think with like white girl from Richmond. However, she's an incredibly eclectic person.
Yes.
Like I remember sitting in a meeting and it was like I used to be a teen like librarian, and I was a part of like this teen meeting that we would have every month. All the librarians would come together. We talk about what we're reading, what we're listening to, what we're watching, what we want to do for programming, all this stuff. And when we talked about what we were reading, so this was around the time that Black Panther had dropped. And I was like, I haven't read nothing because all I have literally been doing is listening to the Black Panther soundtrack on loop. That is it.
That was a good time.
Right? Yeah. Just listening to that on loop. The room was quiet and she's across the room because we always sat in like a circle. She's across the room from me. And she was like, oh yeah. And she's like, me too. That album is so amazing. And no one else said anything. And that's when I was like, oh, she's real. Like, I was like, unless, and then, you know, I wanted to test it because I was like, is she just trying to be cool? Is she lying?
Yeah.
You know, and then I like was asking her what her favorite track was, and she gave me a specific song and was reciting lyrics. And she was like, "It's just so good." And she's like, "Oh my gosh!" And then she's
This
like,
was the first time she's been tested.
right? She's like, "Floyd, always prepared."
Right? I studied, bitch.
Right? Yep. And that's what I was like to me, like people like her, and then people like you and me, and like other people that have had the vibe in so many. Because that's the thing about Richmond and being in Virginia that's so wild, is that it's like a melting pot of like American culture. You know what I mean? In the sense that like in the same classroom, you would have like friends that were like the super polo, my parents have money. Then you got like the friends who were wild poor and they were both white and black. You had people that were into, like you said, metalcore, people into hip hop, people who were just athletes and that was their only personality trait. People who were
country people
into music, wild country people. Like I had a classmate that like legit hunted all the time.
Yep.
And was just always talking about it and dressed
in wear their camo to school.
They always wear their camo to school. I always thought they were lame as hell. I was like, bro, like step your drip up. Like I wasn't even
Everybody did. But then you like go and hang out with them and they're like, hey bro, you want to get on the 4-wheeler? And it's like, fuck it, let's get on the 4-wheeler.
Yep. And then you just vibe. You just vibe. That's true though.
Like legit, back in the early 2000s, I was in that Richmond music scene. Like I was in the mix of shit. So it would literally, like some nights would literally be me chilling with like one of the metalcore homies, blasting Immortal on the way to a hip hop show that I was about to do. And then right after that gig, I got to run down to, oh my God, I'm forgetting what that place is called now. Emilio's, yeah. For the open mic night. And then I would just be there playing a jazz gig with my jazz homies. Yeah. Shout out to Emilio. Shout out to Doc over there who used to put those things together. I heard that changed. But then, and then after you're done, you go right up the street and there's a fucking sushi bar right beside an Italian restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Right across the street from an oyster bar, right down the street from a burger joint, right across the street from a fucking quesadilla spot. Like, everything, anything, everything.
And now there's a Whole Foods across the street.
I believe it.
Yep.
I believe it. And then everybody goes at the hookah bar after the show.
Yeah. Oh, and there were mad hookah bars. Oh my gosh. Shout out to, what was it, Sahara?
Sahara, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say Oasis was another one.
Yeah, Oasis was another one, I think. Okay. Yeah. All that got replaced by VCU buildings.
I believe it. They need it.
It is not there. It's like just dorms.
I'm showing my age.
Right? Right back in my day, we didn't have that many dorms.
And I had to walk uphill both ways.
Right. Just get my hookah. Right. And we didn't have no damn vapes. What is this vape shit?
Then the fucking horse quit out on me. God damn it.
Then the horse quit out. Had to put him down, sprain his ankle.
Right. And he had Bluetooth. It was so bad.
Oh my Lord. Okay. So before I forget, because that was another thing. I don't think we haven't talked about it, but it was another thing that was like put out there. That whole I think you saw it. The whole Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
2000s. What was it, 2010 rap? I think it was like 2010.
Some shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and it had Kendrick, Cole, Drake, and then they had a third or the fourth spot empty, and it's like, who do you think should be there?
Nigga, that whole shit was wild to me. Fuck out of here.
Who did you say? Who would you say?
I wouldn't say nobody. Like, because that's my thing, right? Because you got niggas that's been doing shit since they've been doing shit. So it all depends on like the vein of hip hop that you're in, and I think this is an important thing, right?
Yeah,
hip hop is so big now that there are loosely recognized subgenres within the art form.
Yeah,
so you've gotta just respect the fact that there are different subgenres in it. Like, you have the people who break out into the mainstream, right? And they're like your mainstream rappers. Then you have like pop rappers like Tyga or Flow Rida or Millionaire. Like, it sounds funny, but there's literally a vein of hip hop where they're like, yo, you can make money making music for like white college girls.
Yeah, I just totally forgot about Flow Rida. That's why I laughed. Absolutely. I was like, oh my God.
Bro, did you know Black was signed to Flow Rida?
Really?
Yeah, Black. So on an episode of Pull Up, Joe Budden's interview show, right?
Yeah.
He was interviewing Black. Like, I think it was his first interview with Black, and Black was like, yeah, he was I don't want to say he was signed to Flow Rida specifically, but he was signed to the label that had signed Flow Rida.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and so like that
Okay.
was kind of the beginning part of his career, and he
Yeah.
just learned a lot of lessons about the music industry that he took with him, which he inevitably grew from and became the Black that we know today. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's like it's one of those things where whoever you put on that fucking Mount Rushmore, it's like when niggas make like a top 10 list of like best rappers of all time. To me, that just means these are your favorite people of this
Yeah.
era of hip hop. And
Yeah.
if that's you,
Yeah.
cool.
That's all that it yeah, I think that's all top 10 should really should
Yeah.
really mean, because it's like it's so hard to extrapolate everything else.
Yeah.
But like your own taste, you can easily just discern that and share that.
Yeah. Exactly. Like, because for me, it's like what I'll often see is people will like, let's say like the Nas Jay-Z debate, right? People are
Yeah.
like, oh no, like Nas is the best rapper of all time. And I'm like, what makes you say that? And they'll say something to the effect of like Nas can spit, like his lyrics are top tier, they're the best ever. And I'm like, okay, Nas is a great lyricist
Hmm.
for mainstream rap. But like, if you want to have this whole lyricism debate, then to be fair, cannabis exists. Earl Sweatshirt in his own right exists now.
Yes.
We were having this conversation before where Earl Sweatshirt, I think, is the only rapper to wash Kendrick Lamar on a track. No
Yep.
disrespect to anybody, but
Yeah.
go back and listen to Really Though from Danny Brown, and
Hmm.
Earl Sweatshirt has the best fucking bars.
Hmm.
And I think he only spit for half the time that Kendrick did, because Kendrick did his whole Kendrick thing,
Yeah.
right? But like if you want to talk spitters, like Billy Woods exists. You know what I'm saying? Makami exists.
Yes. Yeah.
Right? Like you got all these dudes
Yeah.
whose genre of hip hop specifically focuses the listener onto the lyrics
On the lyrics, yeah.
and nothing else.
Yeah.
And Nas is cool. Nas has some dope lyrics, but personally, I think there are people that have mastered the craft of lyricism more so
Yeah.
than Nas.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you want to go that far, you have to kind of put Eminem in that boat.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You have
Like
to
it's
put Eminem in the conversation because
yeah.
he's
It's
the
like it's at least like
individual in your swimming pool guy. You know?
yes. Yeah. No, I not to cut you off, I'm sorry.
You good?
No, I just was gonna say to add to your point, like it is at least highly debatable.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not cut and clear the way people talk about it. Like, Nas, they'll say is the best lyricist ever, but it's like that is not true. Come on, like
Right.
best to you, but there are like amazing artists.
Yeah.
Like we just read those Ab Soul bars. Like you could make a case. You know what I'm saying? And that's
Wordplay is impeccable.
yes, and that's the thing is like it's what you said is what you said it best. The way what you fuck with, what you ride with, what is your sort of taste and what you're into. It's always subjective. It's always subjective. I mean,
Exactly. But to
yeah.
answer like your question more directly, who would I put on that Mount Rushmore for that time period?
Wayne.
Weezy
Okay,
F baby.
Wheezy F baby.
Say to baby.
Wheezy F and then baby.
Yeah, like either Wayne or like a Lupe. This is why I've said that this niggas was wilding, because it's like they didn't have Lupe on there, and it's like I don't know about you, but I think Lupe was killing shit in the 2000s.
Yep.
Controversial opinion, maybe.
Yeah.
Wayne was killing shit. I'm pretty sure Three Stacks was still rapping. Like he's not in the conversation for Mount Rushmore of niggas.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe that's just me.
Yeah. Maybe. Because they were talking about, I think it was 2010s, like that decade. So it wasn't like 2000. It was like 2010 to 2020. So like that decade is who they were talking about.
And
so
Absol was still doing his shit during that era.
Exactly.
He wasn't on there.
Exactly. Yeah.
Schoolboy dropped Oxymoron, because for me, that's when he finally broke through.
Schoolboy, I'm gonna look it up right now.
All right.
Schoolboy dropped Oxymoron on 2014.
Boom.
Yep. Crash Talk was 2019. Habits and Contradictions was 2012.
Word. Lupe dropped Tetsuo in Youth 2015.
Oh, that is I have not heard that in so long.
Bro, I listen to that like every month.
That is
At least
oof.
once.
Tetsuo and Youth was really good. Oh my
Right?
goodness.
Drogas Wave, he dropped 2018. I have a
Yep.
tattoo of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
man, like niggas was out here dropping
Yeah. And
bars.
that's the thing is like that Mount Rushmore is what just based off of like charting.
Yeah, that Mount Rushmore was who was popular in 2010.
Yeah, yeah. Who is popular?
Top 10 hip hop albums 2000 to 2015. Right? Shit, Crit dropped Forever's a Mighty Long Time 2017.
Yeah. That's all people say Future. I was like, all right, that's another person to make the argument that there's so many that you can put. It's not just four. You know,
Oh God, like so many.
the king of toxicity.
But Freddie Gibbs dropped Pinata 2014.
What?
Fuck out of here. Yeah, like that's
and
what
no
I'm
one said
saying.
him.
No one, because niggas don't listen to. This is what I'm saying. Like there is mainstream.
Yep.
And if you are solely and comfortably in the mainstream, that is fine. But please do not get the shit fucked up. Hip hop is way deeper than that.
Yeah, it is.
Way.
That's
deeper.
what makes it so
Danny
beautiful.
Brown dropped Triple X in 2012.
Really? 2012?
2012.
Oh,
That's
we
when
were
they was
we were in college.
blunt after blunt.
Yeah.
Yes.
We were in college.
Yes.
Oh wow.
2012 is when he dropped that album. Well, it was a mixtape at the time, but like
Yeah.
he
God.
eventually sold it.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's all what you're into.
Rock Marciano dropped Rosebud's Revenge 2017.
Yeah.
Amazing project.
And it's like you said, if you're in the mainstream and you're comfortable, then that's cool. But you just got to know your lane,
right?
You know, because like
drop something every summer from like 2000 to 2015. Like, bruh,
he had them scheduled.
Yes,
right. Like he just like he had it scheduled like on his Google Calendar. Like a year ahead. Let me set an alert. I need to set a reminder to drop it this summer.
Yeah,
like. That's
and Electronica dropped Exhibit C in 2009, dog. Like, come on.
Oh yeah.
Come on.
And nobody said Jay Electronica.
Of course not, because he didn't drop again until like 2020.
Well, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. No, yeah. I mean, it's just that's what I think. Like, it's hard to be like, you know, saying that you love hip hop. I listen to hip hop, but you don't give a variety a chance.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. Like, everything isn't for everybody. You know,
that's true.
Because like, I don't want to listen to Royce da 5'9" when I'm in the club.
Yeah,
but like by myself, hell yeah, I'll put Pablo Boat in the playlist.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's true. That's so true. That's true.
So it just is what it is. Like,
it is.
I think it's just that way with music, period. Like, music means different things to different people. Mm-hmm. Like me, I'm very much into the artistry of the music. Mm-hmm. So when it comes to shit like hip hop, when it comes to whatever genre I'm listening to, because I'll listen to anything. Like, I want to hear it at its highest level. I want to hear it when it's watered down to get their pop sound. I want to hear when it's just some weirdos doing fucking indie shit. Like, I love bedroom pop. Mm-hmm. I hate normal pop. But then again, like Michael Jackson, Justin Timberlake, Love Never Felt So Good. Amazing fucking song. Mm. Dear God, it's so good.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I just think there's just different kind of strokes for different kinds of folks.
Yeah.
So, but my whole thing is like, there's, to me at least, isn't enough conversation about how wide and varied hip hop can be.
Yes.
DJ Khaled albums are completely and diametrically opposed to like a Benny the Butcher album.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, completely different things. Mm-hmm. Both of them are hip hop. Both of them are valid.
Yeah.
One you're probably going to pump in a gym to get pumped up and like lift extra weights. The other one you just want to listen to like by yourself.
Yep. Yeah, true.
You know?
True. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Like, I'm working on this Pray for Haiti review and I'm having such a hard time talking about it in a way that makes sense to like a mass audience. You know what I'm saying? Just
yeah. I mean,
such a different album.
Just write it the way you feel like you gotta write it, because the mass audience could just fuck off. I mean,
like, but like if it's me writing it how I would want to write it, like how I would talk to you about it, I'd just be like, yo, I don't know what sort of voodoo shit this nigga done put in this. I am hooked. I am hooked. Yeah.
He got me.
Bro, legit. Oh my God. Like have you listened to it on your own yet?
I have, yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Isn't it like oppressing?
Oh, that's a good way to describe it.
Like the sound, like immediately, it kind of feels like somebody's drowning me.
It is.
Like, in a good way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I was playing it in my car, like on the way up from your place.
Mm-hmm.
And like I may have blown out my back left speaker. Like the bass, like at the beginning from the start, is so heavy. But yeah, and that's the thing, is it like I have this thing where I love to be like immersed into the sound. So like when I listen to any kind of song, I have to have like either noise canceling headphones, or I got to be in my car to give like a real opinion on it, unless we're in a room, you know, with a good sound system or something like that. But it's like, you know, having it where I feel like the sound is all around me and I'm just sort of like embedded in this album.
Yep.
And I'm listening to this track, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And then track after track after track, I'm just in that ambiance and that environment. That's how I like to, you know, digest it if I really want to give some sort of critical like analysis or appreciation of it.
Absolutely.
But to your point, saying it's oppressive is a really good way of describing it, because I felt like it was just like weighing so heavy on my ears.
Yes.
So it was almost kind of hard to drive at first. Yeah. And then I was like, okay, wait, I got to refocus. You know what I'm saying? And like, maybe I need to listen to this just standing still.
No, seriously. Like you can feel the weight of that album. And I think that that's so fucking cool, because it reminds me of like black metal albums that I'll listen to that just sounds so fucking depressing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like it makes you feel like cold. Like you're in winter in some Norwegian forest and it's cold.
The second time we referenced Norwegian.
Bro.
They're cold as shit.
They out here. The coldest niggas on the planet.
Like temperature wise, yes.
Ice.
Oh my God.
What'd you eat for breakfast this morning, Hans? Ice.
Oh, I had snow.
Right? Oh, the powder?
Oh,
that's
my
probably
God.
Very racist. Shout out to the Norwegian homies.
Jesus, very oh my goodness. No,
like that's why I love that. Like I love any sort of music that as soon as you hit play, I know exactly where the fuck I am.
Yes.
And I am not wherever the fuck I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is an experience.
It takes you somewhere. Yeah, it's an experience. That's the thing. It's an experience.
Yeah, and from top to bottom, that album just makes me feel like I'm in the Haitian mafia and we're just doing some shit because that's what we do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God. Yeah.
Shout out to Kodak.
It's true. If anybody's listening to this and they don't understand like what we're referencing, either you just washed or like you simple-minded. I'm sorry.
I mean,
like, everybody has that experience though. Like I'm thinking about
because everybody doesn't digest art the same way. You know what I'm saying? To be fair. Because like so back in high school, right? I was with a dancer for a small period of time. And so I would go to these dancing recitals or whatever the fuck you call them. And I had no idea like what the fuck was going on. I didn't know how to digest that. But it's art to somebody. Yeah. To her, it was clearly art. Like, oh my, like she could see the character.
Oh, well, I'm not talking about the genre. I'm talking about that experience, but that feeling you have. Like everybody has it for different things. That's what, to your point, I'm agreeing. I'm just saying, if you have never felt that, you are weird.
About anything.
About anything.
That's the modifier I was missing.
Yeah, about
So I was just like, I mean,
yeah, no. I see what you're saying, but that was what I was saying was like, if you've never had that feeling, not necessarily for hip hop, but like for any kind of experience where you just feel like you're transported, and it's like, wow, this makes me feel so different, and like I enjoy this, and it's thrilling, and I am not here, I'm not in this moment. If you've never experienced that, I pity you. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because I was like I was trying to relate, like if people are struggling to understand how you're feeling about the Pray for Haiti album, it's like just think to something that makes you feel like you've been transported. Like I'm thinking about the time when I was like 10 or 11, I used to listen to Ludacris's Chicken and Beer on loop to make me feel like I could get any girl in class. Like I was just like, I am fly as shit. Stand up, and I had the big hands and everything. Right? And that's what I'm saying. I used to bump that at like 11, the explicit version. My parents would not like even let me get the freaking edited one. My dad was like, get the real album. He was like, I want you to listen to it.
Yo, salute to your dad.
And it's just, I listened to it on loop, and it would put me in this vibe of like, yeah, I'll take your bitch, and I'm 11.
I was out here rapping the edited version of every Outkast song on speaker box, The Love Below. My mom, right?
Uh-oh. Don't want to meet your daddy.
Oh, just want you in my caddy.
Right?
Oh,
I'm just being honest.
Oh,
all right now.
Don't want to meet your mama. Just want to make you. That was the edited version.
Oh,
I just being honest.
Oh my god! But yeah, like that was an album that used to transport me. It made me feel. Food and Liquor's another one.
Yep.
I used to have that, like, oh my god, what
saved my life,
bro? Kick Push.
Yup.
Like, I could recite that to this day.
Yup.
You know what I mean? Like the whole song. Like that's what I'm saying. Like there's certain experiences that just transport you.
Oh my god, what was that song?
But to that point, that's why I'm saying.
Soul?
Oh.
Right?
Oh god,
nobody talks about that. That's another deep cut. Throw it in there.
Yes,
nobody talks about that.
Maybe
shit.
Lupe is the one with the best deep cuts ever. Right? There's so many.
Hell yeah.
That whole album. Huh?
Fighters is
great.
Fighters all around.
Oh my god. American Terrorist.
American Terrorist.
Ooh, Pressure.
Yo,
with Jay-Z. That was so hard. Oh my god. Yo.
Oh my god.
All of it.
Intruder Alert
is, oh my god, that's fire.
Right?
Hold on. What is it called? Daydreaming?
Yep.
With Jill Scott?
Yeah, with the fucking Gundam reference?
Yes. Oh my god. The Cool.
The
Cool always, that was the song. I would play The Cool on loop. Because isn't that the one about the undead guy?
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's like, they like pour the liquor and he's drowning in the. Oh my god! I used to know that frontwards and backwards. I could recite it with like acapella. I didn't need the song. Like that would transport, because I would so vividly picture like this undead zombie, like, you know, dragging himself out of the dirt. Like that was such an, oh my god!
Yeah.
Like I can't even.
And the fact that he was the coolest nigga.
Yes.
He died first.
Yes.
He was cool.
Gosh.
He did everything the cool people did. And that fucking reminded me of when I remember listening to it, and it was at the same point when we were doing like the poetry unit in school or something. And we were listening to Nikki Giovanni's We Real Cool. You know what I'm saying? And like, right?
Yeah.
The whole thing is about like, we real cool. We skip school. We, you know, shoot gin or whatever the fuck. Like, I forget the actual lyrics, but like it's just bars about doing wild shit because that's what cool people do.
Yep.
And then Lupe takes that a step further with the coolest. I'm just like, yo, nigga, in his Nicki bag. You in your Nicki bag, nigga? Like, you
in your Nicki bag?
Words I Never Said.
Oh yeah.
Even though everyone hated Lasers, I thought it was a cool project.
I thought Lasers was good.
Yeah, same.
I thought Lasers was good.
everything.
It wasn't up the same alley as like the previous ones to me,
Yeah,
but
sure.
it was still good.
Yeah, because it was like 100% pop Lupe.
Yes.
Which I mean,
Oh, I forgot he had Trey songs on this album. Wow! Shout
oh.
out to Petersburg. Wow.
Whoa.
Which I think episode 1 I said something about fuck Trey songs.
I think so. I think.
Yeah.
But Trey Songz came to my high school one time, so like I fucks with that nigga. I went to high school with his cousin. Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I forgot his name, but I did go to high school with his cousin. That was the memorable thing, I guess. No shade.
Oh, Paris, Tokyo.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Gold Watch.
Indubitably.
Intruder Alert. Intruder.
Yup.
Oh my gosh. Jeez, yeah. Oh my gosh. All of these, like, he has so many songs that are just.
And that's if you just want to go into like his older stuff.
Yeah.
Because then you also have like Madonna. Deliver was an amazing fucking song.
Yes, that was.
Nobody talks about it.
No one talks about it.
Mural, if you want to get into your lyricism bag.
Yeah. No one talks about Lupe, period, like that.
True. It's a shame.
It really is. But to your point, it's like it's different strokes for different folks.
Haile Selassie. Beautiful.
Oh, yeah. That is awesome.
Beautiful fucking song.
He's on something, man.
All right, I gotta stop.
Right. We're just gonna keep diving. We're gonna keep diving in.
Right, just name it every Lupe song.
Right. Like, now we're gonna go over his next album.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, man. Now who's some artists that aren't hip hop that you listen to heavy?
Okay, all right. Define not hip hop, because there are some borderline guys that I've listened to for years, and I fuck with them, like Death Grips.
Okay.
Which Death Grips I wouldn't say is hip hop.
Yeah.
Because it's very much noise and experimental, but I fucks with them.
Like what's something an artist or a song or something that your wife listens to that you wouldn't normally fuck with, but you're like, oh, okay, this is good.
Fuck with none of her shit.
He said, ugh. Like Pusha T.
Nah, but like on some real shit, fucking, she hit me to Japanese Breakfast.
I've never heard of them.
Yeah, it's like this like Asian bedroom pop lady, I want to say. But her shit is dope. I ended up finding a Soccer Mommy, who's this like indie rock chick, because I was like, oh, my wife would love this. And then I got hooked on it too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's dope. What else we got? I mean, me personally, taking the wife element out of it, Clowncore.
Oh, you've told me about Clowncore.
Yeah, it's like a Lewis Cole side project where it's like him as a duo with like the sax guy that he knows.
Yeah.
But it's like free jazz mixed with like super heavy metal kind of shit. It's wild. It's wild. And like, don't look at their YouTube video if you cringe easily to things. That's all I'll say about that. Fucking Cosmo Pike. Shout out to the British homies. Oh, King Cruel. Fucking love.
Oh yeah, King Cruel is great.
Yeah, absolutely love.
I think you put me on the King Cruel. Yeah,
maybe I put my wife on the King Cruel. She loved Easy Easy when that single came out. She doesn't really like his newer stuff as much. Yeah, but I fucking love it. I'm just trying to go through like my Spotify playlist right now. Yeah. Cause I mean, I could get into like my like metal bag a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, this isn't really related to the question, but like, huh?
There's this dude who came out with an album called Pale Swordsman, which is like atmospheric black metal. It's amazing. Departure Chandelier has an album, Antichrist Rise to Power. Yeah, they all have these like super edgy names.
That's so funny. Departure Chandelier.
Yeah, the album art is literally a picture of like Napoleon on his deathbed. Like that's
funny.
Right?
Oh my god,
Like,
that's
it's just
funny.
wildly ridiculous. Sun is another good, really atmospheric kind of death band, like metal band or whatever. Not death metal, but I don't know the subgenres
See,
of metal too well.
the song I'm trying to like add to my variety. That's why I asked this question. Because like I listen to lots of hip hop, and then I kind of just stick with like a lot of the same artists.
Yeah, I feel you.
Like I'm probably saying her name wrong, but Dunia. Do you know
Mm-hmm.
Dunia?
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep, you
listen to
told me
Dunia. I listen to her all the time.
about her. Word.
She dropped a single called Lavender, and I had that shit on loop for a minute. Like I was just like, oh my god, Dunia dropped. So
Nice.
like any artist listening to this, if I fucks with you, I'll fucks with
Yeah, and there's a
you.
there's a lot of people that I'll listen to like one-off projects of. Like
Mm,
Larry June and Harry Fraud have a project called Keep Going.
yeah.
And that shit is just an amazing little project to me. Like, I don't know if they've ever collaborated before or after that,
Yeah.
but it's like it's a dude just like it's summer rap. That's the
Oh,
best
okay.
way I can describe
Summer
it.
rap.
Like, yeah, like there's one cut where he's like, and I was hanging the quarter on the back of the sun. But it rides, dog. Like I'm telling
Yeah.
you.
I was hanging the car like that.
Yeah, like in his 80s bag.
And these are the breaks.
Bro, sometimes you just gotta break it back.
Yep.
To that, you know what I'm saying?
True.
Indigo La End is this Japanese band that I listen to a lot. They make they make like rock music that kind of sounds like an anime outro, where it's like the more light ambient kind of
Yeah.
super melodic kind of shit.
Yeah.
Slauson Malone, super dope producer who like basically dropped 2 projects as far as I can tell. One project is like his standalone project, and then the other project are like the B-sides of his standalone project.
The B-sides. I like that. That's funny.
I'll tell you.
Oh my god.
His shit is so fucking tight from a production standpoint.
Oh, you know who you put me on to that I really fuck with heavy now is Blood Orange.
Oh yeah, shout out to the British
man. Blood Orange is so good.
And that's a dude I've been following for years. Like I had a friend back in high school who put me on to him back when he was still a Lightspeed champion. And then from there, he went from Lightspeed champion to Blood Orange. And I remember when he first made his Blood Orange MySpace page.
Yeah.
He put on like the drafts of some of the songs that ended up making his first album as Blood Orange. And then from there, he's only gotten better.
That's so cool.
Changed his style or his sound drastically, but amazing.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I've been listening to Chloe and Halle a lot too.
I haven't listened to them.
No?
Mm-mm.
They're pretty good.
Okay. Is it like like R&B?
It's R&B.
Okay, yeah, I don't really get into my R&B bag like
that. They're not poppy or anything. It's more R&B.
Okay.
Yeah. Yo, you know who I fucked with, and I did not think
them though. But
I support them.
But I
support. I'll retweet whenever possible.
Right, leave Chloe and Halle alone.
Yo, you know who I fucked with, and I did not realize I would.
Who?
And I blame my girl for this, but fucking Harry Styles.
His last album,
Fine Line.
Yeah,
that Watermelon Sugars, bro.
I fucked with it, bro. Like
that whole album rode, bro.
Bro, that was a fat-free album.
Oh, fat-free album, exactly. Like nothing bad.
Mm-mm.
Like Adore You, bro. I was like,
oh yeah.
I was like, oh my god, this kid be on another level, bro. Like this was so good.
You ever hear Biba Doobie?
No.
Biba Doobie.
Biba Doobie.
Yeah.
No, I've never heard of Biba Doobie. I was about to say Doobie Doobie.
Doobie Doobie.
Doobie Doobie. That made me think of the frog and WB. The frog with that. You remember
that racist ass frog? Yes, I remember him. The WB ain't shit for that, and they still ain't. That's why they too dumb to fucking make the Snyderverse a thing.
He was racist.
Oh.
The WB.
I
forgot about that. Oh my god. Yo, I can't breathe. Oh my lord.
Oh.
Yo. the younger people listening to this will not know what we are talking about.
Nope, and I'm happy.
Yes, you live in a better world, I guess.
Kinda.
Yeah, kinda.
Cosmo.